We are asked to write augmented matrices for the given system of equations. So in this first one, notice that we have two variables, x and y, and they are rearranged so that everything is on one side of the equation and just 0 on the other side. And we need to first move those so that we have the variables on one side and our constant term, or just the number, on the other. So in this first one, we're going to subtract off the 6. And in the second one, we are going to add 7 to both sides of the equation. Okay, now it's in a form to do what we call this augmented matrix. So a matrix has brackets on both the left and the right. And what we're going to do is just use the coefficients, or the numbers, from our equations. So for this first equation, I have a 3x, so I'm going to put a 3 here. And then I have a minus 4y, so I need to incorporate the sign, so my next entry is negative 4. Notice no variables here, just the numbers. And then the opposite side of the equation is negative 6. Now for the next row of our matrix, we go to the second equation. It's important that the variables be lined up because we have to be consistent. We put x's in the first column, so we have to put the coefficient of the x in the second column as well. So that would be 2, 9, and then 7. And then to indicate this equal, we don't put an equal here in our matrix, but we do put a line, or sometimes I've seen in a textbook a dashed line through those just to indicate. And this is the augmented matrix for this system of equations. Now if we look at this next system, it has 4 different variables and 4 different equations. So this matrix is going to be bigger. Notice that these are already arranged to have the constant term on the other side, so we don't have to do any arranging. The variable names are different, but it doesn't matter because we don't even put variable names in our matrices. So for this first matrix, we have an x1, so we put a 4 for those, 2 x2s, negative 1x3, 1x4, and then a 10 on the other side. The next equation, we need the x1s, so that's negative 3. There are 0 x2s, 5 x3s, 0 x4s, and negative 4 for the other side of the equation. Then we have 0 x1s, 7 x2s, negative 4 x3s, 3 x4s, and then 0. And for our last one, we have 1 x1, negative 8 x2s, 0 x3s, negative 2 x4s, and 12. So we'll just put our dividing bar here, and this is the augmented matrix for this set of equations.